The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. We join back up with our new heroes as they continue to investigate the old fishery. They're looking for Gaedren Lamm and are sure to find some of his thugs along the way. They may even be able to help out some innocent children. Enjoy the podcast. Hi, and welcome to The Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com on iTunes and Facebook. We like talking to you guys on Facebook, so you, our happy fans, or even maybe unhappy fans, go post on Facebook. Tell us what you think we should be doing, what you think we should be doing different, and what you like about what we're doing, and we'll keep doing it. In the meantime, we are here back in the shed. We are getting back into our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, where we are running the Pathfinder adventure Curse of the Crimson Throne. We're going to go around the table and say hi, and actually say who our characters are this time, and we'll start with...
Hi, everyone. This is Mickie. I'm playing Veritana. Tana for short, Ms. Very if you're nasty.
JJ here. I'll be playing Ashley Morgan.
It took me a second after she was done talking to realize what she had said. That's pretty funny. Very if you're nasty. I'm sorry, Ashley, go ahead.
Ashley Morgan. I'll be playing the rogue in this fine adventure.
This is Chris. I'm playing Greg. Call me Gary. Call me Oos. The bar.
Hey, and this is Kurt. I am playing Crispin, the Lightfoot halfling barbarian with an ego bigger than his stature.
I was going to say staff.
I am Joe. I am the dungeon master for this campaign. As we continue, we're going to jump right back into the action. When we left off our heroes, they were marching into the ship's hold. The name of the ship, by the way, is the Kraken's Folly, if that matters to anybody. That is the name of the ship. We'll say it was on the side of it somewhere, just where you could read it. As you're stepping into the ship's hold, in what order? I believe Ashley is first. Second was?
Crispin.
Third?
Gary.
Yeah.
Or Greg?
Or Greg.
Or Oos?
Or Oos.
And then last would be Very if you're nasty. All right.
Who's nasty?
With that, spiders, the same type of spiders, these brown-bodied, hairy-bodied, fist-sized body, 1.5-foot spiders. Two of them leap right out at Ashley, because he's first. And I think I do have initiative, right, with the
you
22?
Do.
So we rolled right before we hit record this time, so we're ready with the initiative to jump right into it. The first bite is a 5 to hit, and the other one is a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
All right, so the 14 will hit, same as before. You're going to be poisoned if you don't have the save.
I got a 10.
I don't think a 10 saves.
I thought that was the DC originally.
It is. It is 10. I'm sorry. Yeah, 10 is the DC. But you'll save on your turn.
That's true.
Right?
That's
you
right.
don't save immediately. I don't think you do, right? In D&D, do you save immediately?
It'd be
when
end
you
of
get hit
turn.
by something?
It'd be end of turn.
Okay.
You're right. But I rolled already. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So that was those two spiders that leapt out and kind of clung on to Ashley and start biting at him.
How many spiders did you say there were?
There's a total of 4. When I get to the other initiative, my other initiative, the other 2 will be attacking Crispin, because he was second in line. So regardless of who else goes next, the way they work is they attack the first people who enter.
All right.
So who's up next?
It's actually Ashley, and he's going to. There's like one that jumped up onto his chest, and he's going to draw his rapier and stab upward and try and jerk his chin out of the way as the rapier.
Try not to stab yourself.
Yeah, try to stab myself
Don't
while I
just
stab
kebab
thing
yourself.
that's on me.
You will not rapier yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to rapier myself.
You will attempt not to.
With my wit.
Aha.
I rolled a 2.
Hot dang. Do you want?
Well, he probably missed himself for sure.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
It's random.
It is random.
It's okay.
Randomly.
Who's up after Ashley?
After
actually,
Ashley
you save at the end of your turn, so your roll
I
finished.
saved.
You're good.
It would be Gary.
Gary,
Really? I thought
Greg.
okay.
go.
I will try to get one of the spiders off of Ashley.
You're going to pluck your little
I want to
first?
mention
Little
here,
shish kebab.
as a brief aside, one of the ways we keep initiative, which I like doing, which I would recommend to others who are listening, draw the shape of your table and then put the initiative number where the person is sitting on that table. It actually allows you to see.
Is that not how
who
most
has
people
what
keep
number.
initiative?
So
I've only ever seen it in games I've played.
Question.
So I don't know for sure about others.
let me ask one question. This is a DM ruling because we're playing Theater of the Mind.
Yep.
And rogues get advantage whenever one of their allies is adjacent to the creature.
Yep.
Since the creature is on me and Gary's right behind me, is he adjacent? Do
I
I
want to be right
advantage?
behind him technically because if I need to shoot over him, that would make more sense.
Oh,
When
yeah,
it-
fair enough.
yeah.
So
When
you're
it
kind of to my
But I
diagonal.
mean, Crispin hasn't acted yet, so he's
Right.
not
What I was
threatening.
going to say is when it comes back to your turn again, you'll definitely have advantage on something.
Yeah.
Because the spiders these spiders don't have a range. They're just jumping and biting. So you'll definitely have an advantage on something when it comes around to your turn. And you
Fair
guys are welcome to make any markings out on that whiteboard as well about where you might be and whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to keep track of 4 spiders. You guys keep track of you guys.
All right.
Use guys.
You do you.
Use.
I will see if I could skewer another spider.
Shish kebabby.
Hot dang, you got a hot dice.
Shish kebabi.
22.
That was pretty cool.
22.
That was a Saunders.
3
Shri.
3 damage.
I am. I'm channeling.
I maybe got a leg.
What'd you get?
3 damage.
3 damage. And this is these are going to. Are you
Exactly.
attacking one of the 2 spiders that is on Ashley, or are you attacking one of the other 2 that
No, the
haven't
2
yet
that are
left?
on him.
Okay, so we're just going to go with
I
that.
figure the little guy can handle himself.
Of course. All right.
Who
so
you calling little
Who
guy?
you calling it?
and what weapon?
You seen these
The
biceps?
rapier.
Okay.
python.
The rapist.
You poke the rapiest points.
The rapiest pointy thing I
The
have.
rapiestus. You poke one of the spiders, and it starts dripping, and it shrieks, and it falls to the ground, but it's still skittering.
Okay.
Crispin.
Stomp.
Crispin's turn. So he's got his battle axe, and he's actually going to swing at one of the ones that he sees, but that's not on.
Yep. So they're
Ashley
like
because
a couple in the corners ready to leap. They're focused right at you. They're about to leap at you. And,
yes, while the bard is known for his finesse with his rapier, my new party members will soon learn that I am not known for my finesse. So I take a wild swing with my battle axe
Especially in the bedroom. What? That's only what I heard.
towards one of the other ones that's coming our way. If that's
Okay.
cool. Oh, and I rolled a 3 on the dice.
He wasn't lying about the non.
Yeah, that won't.
I
That
don't
won't
think
hit.
I can make that
No.
work any which way.
No. No.
I'm just getting warmed up. No. I don't usually have this problem.
Spiders are very quick to move and kind of have a hard skin, so they're not necessarily easy to hit, unless of course you have a rapier.
It's never happened before.
You need the rapist.
Happens before.
And just as a note here, you guys do have the map of the top of the ship. The cargo hold is the whole size of that.
Okay.
Okay, so it is not split into 2 rooms like the top was. The bottom is the whole thing. So you are in that whole big area.
Second group of spadass.
Yep. And as another note here, remember there are barrels and crates and other containers and stuff laying around in the cargo hold of the ship. Both spiders will leap at Crispin. I will have a 4 to hit and a 20 to hit. I think the 20 hits.
It's me? Yes, absolutely.
Yes, Crispin. So you will
I get to
take 1 strength damage.
1 strength damage.
Yes. Which you actually have to do some calculations because you use strength.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think that drops you down to a +1 because I think your strength is 16.
No, it's 15, so I stay at +2
Oh, okay.
For now.
for now.
All right. So those spiders went, and they are both now clung on to Crispin. So we have a spider at the foot of Ashley, and one that's still on him, and 2 that are clung on to Crispin. And who's up next?
I am.
That brings up the rear.
If you're nasty.
But just so everyone knows, that's what I'd call Mickie. That's my nickname. I call her the rear because she's got a great booty.
And you keep bringing her up.
Anywho's.
You got some juice in the caboose?
Oh gosh,
Good lordy, you all are on fire today.
they really are. So we've got 2 spiders.
I'm the cleanest one here today.
Well,
This
you
has
are
never,
wearing your
ever happened.
Scout's shirt.
That's true.
You have to be kind of
have to
clean.
Spent all night with the Cub Scouts, so it must
Yeah.
have rubbed off on me.
That's no good. Yeah, you've really burned
Time
it
out,
this
time out.
Maybe you should be in
What?
the room with the children.
Are you
Someone
channeling?
touches you in
The
a way that
Scouts
makes
might
you
have rubbed
feel
off on you.
uncomfortable.
Show me on
That's
this doll.
no good.
Are you channeling Father Bartok here?
bad
All
touch.
right.
Bad touch.
Okay,
yeah.
Mickey,
you
your
got for
wizard
us?
was going to do something.
So there's 2 spiders on Ashley.
Well, one at
spider.
his feet, 1 on him, and then 2 on Crispin.
But they are adjacent, so.
Oh yeah, they're all there. Yeah,
So I can target 2
you sure
with
can.
my acid bubble.
Now, just as a technicality, does it say you target one and choose another, or do you target two? I'm just curious what it says.
Choose one creature within range or two creatures within range that are within 5
All right,
of
so
each
you are
other.
choosing both at the same time.
Correct.
That's cool. Okay.
So she's splashing onto
Yeah.
the next one.
I don't need to roll. The targets
That's
must
right.
do a
Dexterity.
dex saving throw. The DC is 13.
I have a 7 and a 5.
They failed.
Now, which ones were you hitting? The ones at Ashley? The first two?
Yes.
Okay, give me some
So you're going
damage.
to splatter him with acid.
What do you got?
What the fuck?
3 for the first one, and
What
2 for the
fuck?
second one.
All right.
Okay.
Where's the dice cage?
You gotta put that die in timeout.
JJ, when I rage, I get a bonus to damage, but not to hit, right?
Okay, so the
Correct,
one...
but you do have reckless attack, which gives you advantage to
At
your
second level.
Wait.
Wait,
You
but
were
wait, there's more.
supposed to do that in character.
Well, he asked the question.
Yeah.
It's when
Yeah,
you're
I
telling
asked it.
someone how to play their character. He asked separately.
It was a
But
mechanical.
good catch, Mickey.
For
Thank
those
you.
listening at home, the DM established a rule for
Yeah.
this particular.
To curb my
Campaign.
Do you
enthusiasm.
it's for everyone, but yeah, it's you as
It's a
well.
new house rule.
New house rule is, and we'll see how this works, and if it works well, then we can encourage others to try it. But you are welcome to tell another player how to play their character as long as you do it in character. You may not do it out of character. Now, in this situation, if somebody asks you a ruling, essentially that's what you're doing, asking a ruling, then that's okay. But if you're volunteering to tell someone what their character should be doing, it must be in character.
Like I was all ready to, in case Veritana had wanted to use her firebolt, I was going to go, no, do the acid thingy.
But do we know what it looks like when she does her firebolt yet?
I don't know.
He's about to
Yeah.
find out.
Probably burns down the old ship.
Yeah.
It could be.
He's about to find out.
And that's a good point, too. I think the firebolt even says it can catch things on fire,
Of course.
which is a great way to start little campfires and
Especially with
torches
fish
and
oil
stuff,
everywhere.
because it's a cantrip.
I'm burning
down.
this bitch. We're on the stairs.
So let me finish here. The one that had fallen to the ground dissolves into some acid. The one that was on him kind of squeals with the acid, falls to the ground, and is still skittering around.
Very well.
So you
I
guys
would-
are near the bottom of the stairs. Yeah.
Near the bottom, I would, kind of plaster against the wall to make sure that there's nothing coming up behind me
Yes.
while preparing to throw my next acid ball.
All right.
Right, so
Are we back to the
top.
beginning?
22.
Okay. So one of them is left, and it will try to bite Ashley. 11.
11 will miss.
11 misses.
I dodge with my cat-like reflexes.
And did you save last time?
I did save.
Okay. So next.
I will use my Ripia and poke it.
Very well. Yeah, there's plenty things around, so you would have that advantage now if that's something that you get.
14
As you
and
said.
a 17. I think the 17
Yes.
plus
Technically,
5
the
will
14 hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will do my my damage now, which
Okay.
is a D8. Plus, actually, I'm not sure what.
It will be enough to kill it.
Okay, so
If you're doing sneak attack,
11.
it's a D6 too, right? Yeah.
plus
Okay.
3, 14.
Okay.
It disintegrates.
So yeah, that was
I
11 plus 3 is
skewer it.
14. It was 12 more than you needed. So yes,
I will pick up the spider carcass off it for Veritana. Would you like some kebabs?
You're disgusting.
With that good of a hit, I imagine it was kind of like Zorro, and you chopped each one of
Hold
its
on.
8 legs
I
off.
think Tana would say, "I appreciate the offer, but no, thank you."
Oh, that's right. I appreciate it, but no thank you.
Oh, you want to cook it first?
She might think you're disgusting. She has to say nice.
I'll
stuff.
say I have to say nice things.
All right.
She almost doesn't
next
even think he's
is
disgusting.
Greg.
So we got
Almost.
We got 2 left. We got 1 left. What's
We
going
have
on?
2, both of them on Crispin.
All right. We'll charge with my rapier.
Don't like these
They're,
Don't move.
they're definitely icky.
Oh, wait, I flexed my
You got a
bicep.
hot
Get
dice.
18 like every time. It's 22 again.
That'll hit, definitely.
He has rolled a 3 consecutive 18s.
And it will be
Nice.
7 points of damage.
All right, so there's.
As I flick it off your
Let's
shoulder.
say I was going to say there's one on his shoulder and one on his leg. You took the one off his shoulder. There's one still on Crispin's leg.
You're still doing a little buggy dance.
I don't like these creepy girly things.
All right, Crispin, you are next, sir.
And it's on my leg?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm poisoned. So
Yeah,
I
so-
did not roll to save yet, do I?
You will roll to save on the end of your turn.
End of this turn.
In the meantime, you're taking the 1 strength damage.
Should I have rolled at the end of the turn where I got poisoned?
You didn't go that It bit you after you went. Your
Okay.
turn hadn't come up yet.
Okay. So
That's the way to word it.
because it's on my leg, I'm going to
Yeah.
use unarmored strike rather than my battle axe.
It's a
Although I'm
How about
tempted to try
unarmed
to-
strike?
Yeah, unarmed.
But
You said unarmored.
oh, I meant unarmed strike.
He is
Now you are
unarmored, though.
unarmored, right?
So
But I don't
technically-
know how you attack that way.
He's going to squeeze his legs together. Smush it.
You're gonna crush it
That's
between
exactly
your
right.
thighs.
I'm going to take it between my massive thighs and squeeze.
Massive is
And I think I
relevant
should
here.
get not only advantage but inspiration, given that it's this close, and I'm flexing my massive thighs.
Yes. Yes. Because you said it. Yes.
Good with the.
With
So
adva-
that'll be 18 with the second.
With
Thanks
with
to the-
advantage, you did it.
That wasn't
yes.
a D20. I would have got it anyways. I would have got it anyways.
I was like, why is he
wondering
rolling
why
a
he's
12
rolling
It's
sided?
been 2 years since we had to tell you the right dice.
No, I would have gotten it with both of them.
Okay.
So that's only 3 bludgeoning damage. I don't know if that's enough.
Okay.
but-
It is almost enough, but you're holding it prone now. It's going to be really easy for the next person to hit it.
You're gonna pop it like a
Who's
water.
up
It's
next?
like it almost popped like is it?
Yes.
And now can I roll to get
Yeah,
unpleasant?
roll your save. Yep.
Which is
20.
A DC of 10, Constitution.
Constitution.
You said
15.
you're Lightfoot, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because the other version of Halfling actually get bonus advantage on poisons.
Now, I picked Lightfoot because it's the only one in the SRD.
Ah.
Okay, the others you can find.
All right,
But
I'll look at that.
The Hero Lab is SRD stuff only.
Oh,
So-
right, yeah.
I saved with a 15.
Okay, you did save,
Yes.
which means you are now cured. You don't have that point of
So I
stage
get that
damage.
point back?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to treat it as it is written. The effect is 1 strength damage, and the cure is 1 save. And you saved once, so you're cured. You shook it off. And there's the spider next?
Correct.
Yes.
All right, so the spider's going to give you another bite, hopefully.
Stout.
The one that he's
Is
got
the other
between
one.
his thighs.
Yes.
Sounds right.
So the one you have between its thighs is going to reach its bites, whatever this spider uses for bites, towards your
Scissors?
scrotum with a 15 to hit.
Going for the
15 to hit.
chomping on the mini speed bag.
I don't think there's anything I can do. I think I'm going to have to take it like a man.
Oh, you're going to take it all right.
Well, you are going to lose some strength from your. You are going to lose
That would have any man
testicular
lose
fortitude.
Oh, the ladies in town are not going to be happy with the results of this combat.
Maybe they'll swell up.
And who is going to who attack the spider between Crispin's legs that is affixed to his
Just give me that.
testicles?
Stay very still.
I want magic missile. I want an automatic hit.
I think this should be a firebolt, a flame bolt.
I think you should be
I'm gonna use
fireball.
my quarterstaff.
the balls with your staff.
Well, no, actually, it has disadvantage on a reflex save while it's being pinned. So
What?
he's pinning it between his legs. It means it has disadvantage on its reflex save, which means that you're pretty much guaranteed to hit it with Acid Splash.
But what if it splashes onto his
Splash.
legs?
Hold on, is this in character?
No, he's not.
Oh, sorry.
Try it again. It's not done to his testicles, and he's holding it with his thumbs.
Yeah. Aim low with your acid.
Because
but-
it is a restrained creature, and restrained, its speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit to any bonus. Any attacks against it have advantage, and its attack rolls have disadvantage, and the creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Good to go.
Yeah. So
Like-
you have advantage if you want to hit it with your staff. It has disadvantage to avoid your acid splash. You're gonna splash acid.
That's what I'm thinking. I
right
don't,
at his.
I don't want to splash
That's not
acid
a nice
right
person
at
thing.
his
Right.
scrotum. So
Right.
I'm going to pick up
a surgical strike.
my quarterstaff and smash it.
Yes. Hold very
Don't
still.
move. Look at that. It's a 15 on
And
the
you
die.
have advantage, so you roll again.
I could
too.
roll again to see if I crit.
She doesn't need to.
Nope.
Oh,
Even
okay.
higher.
Even higher. That will hit.
And the damage is D8.
Just so we all know, you're shooting for a 14 AC.
This is a very stressful combat for me. Creepy crawly things that acid go into my manhood.
She's using her staff, though.
She does
sorry.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Poke, poke.
It stops wriggling, and it releases your sack and falls to the ground.
I had to imagine
family
though, that
jewels are safe.
the staff hitting it will cause it to reverberate up into his.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, just as a side note here, because I like to note these things afterwards. You have fought 5 spiders. These spiders had 4 hit points. On 3 of them, you did 3 hit points on the first hit.
That's hilarious.
So 3 of them were left with 1 hit point after it was hit once. And I think 2 of them were you, Mickie, with doing 3 points of acid damage. A 4th point would have just finished it off on the first shot. 400 experience, Kurt.
400. I got it.
400.
Also, can I
4
make it
spiders
quick?
at 100 each.
Can I just give it my character for next time?
Yeah.
Switch from Lightfoot to a Stout, which is the other type of half.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We will tweak. For anyone who cares to hear that is listening, these characters we're doing here, I quickly created 5th edition first level characters so that everyone at the table could just get here and play today. And after our first session in this 5th edition Pathfinder campaign, we will tweak the characters as the players would like while maintaining the flavor of the characters that were created for them.
Right. So if anyone's listening, the Lightfoot's kind of stealthy and quick, and the Stout is a little more dwarven, bigger, hardier. So in my mind, I'm playing more like I'm this super jacked little halfling.
Does the Stout get a strength bonus or a constitution?
He gets a
bonus?
+1 to con instead of +1 to charisma, which is what the Lightfoot.
Yeah.
So I'll fix it for next time.
You don't need charisma. Not when you got those guns.
But it also would have mattered. I'm not going to worry about it, but you get resistance to poison as a Stout.
Okay. Yep.
And advantage on saves.
Pretty nice.
Speaking of, you might as well just say you saved after the whole thing is over.
Yes.
Because the spiders are done now.
Yes.
You'd really just need to roll a 10 or better on a Constitution save, and you would get that within a couple of rounds, so there's no need to go through all that.
Okay.
Because it's not a permanent effect.
Right.
It's a level 1 characters have to fight some spiders effect.
Right.
So you now are in what in the adventure is A11, the Kraken's Folly Hold. Remember, down here it smells of mildew. There's several barrels and crates. Not yet. You can't flip it yet because there's something on it you can't see.
I didn't know
yet.
if it was A11.
The other side does have it, but
It also has other
yet.
stuff that we can't know about.
Okay.
yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
So there are barrels, crates, and other containers stacked here. Maybe a beaver pelt or 2.
Ooh, beaver belt.
We'll go back to that. Crates and barrels.
I roll around in it.
Straight and barrel.
And dust and grime cover the floor, except where now the spider guts and puddles of river water are on the floor.
What are the barrels filled with?
Let's see. They are empty. Just filth in them.
I
Some filth.
would like to search the room.
Loot the bodies.
I already tried to loot the
Spider
body. He
legs.
didn't want it.
I know that tiny drain spiders often carry extensive treasure on them, so I
Yeah. You
They're
find a
little
battle axe. Perception check. For anyone searching the room, perception check.
I'll take a quick look.
And this is where I'm fine. Everybody roll is fine with me.
I don't see anything because I am blinded.
I have a 10.
I'm a 9.
Oh, you know what? I may change that. Give me a moment here.
Oh, I forgot my headphones. Doesn't matter.
That's tricky. There's survival in 5th edition, right?
Yeah.
Anybody who thinks that they may be looking around for stuff based on a survival skill, roll that. Otherwise, roll perception.
Okay. Survival.
Yeah, actually, I would
12.
do that because I'm always looking for foodstuffs.
Okay.
I would not.
Yeah,
I'd just be looking.
3.
Perception. All right,
I
so
failed.
who rolled perception? And what'd you get?
9.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Survival.
12 survival.
And
3.
okay. So you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Oh, we're going to die.
How about that? No, that's okay. It just means that you don't find anything out of the ordinary here.
We're going to die.
Seems pretty much legit here. I think we should move along into the building.
So you'd
See
have
what
to go
those,
back out the way you
See
came
what those
in.
children are up to.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there...
I mean,
Are those windows? I guess we can't see into them anyway.
And that's where I was saying, yeah, it is just, there are grime-covered windows that you don't see in. Now, Mickie had the idea for her character to prestidigitate a window so you could see in, but we hadn't gotten there yet.
I like that
So that's
idea.
something
It
that
really
could
is-
happen
if
now.
we can see from the boat, yeah, those windows on that side down at the A8, like the warehouse looking.
That's a
section.
good point. Yeah, you could see into A8 doing that if you like.
Yes.
Can we light the boat on
Get out
fire?
the Windex, lady.
No.
We're not going to light the
We're,
boat
we're,
on fire?
we're
Not
standing
right
on the
now.
boat looking.
I'm all for
Veritana?
burning down this building. Then later.
Veritana? Does Veritana light things on fire like that?
If I
Just a little
ask her
pyro.
to. If I ask her to, she does.
She is going to quickly morph into a Mickie character.
Right? Like, Mickie is struggling with this.
All right.
It's called role playing. Just think about like when you play the blonde cheerleader from high school.
I never
You've got
played
to step outside of
cheerleader.
Yeah, but we're all looking for a revenge against this guy.
But you taught cheerleading.
Yeah.
I did.
It's a good point what Chris just said, that these characters are out for revenge against Gaedren.
So if we want to ruin his business, I'm definitely down for burning the place down later. I don't want to kill the kid.
Earlier you said you could
right.
magically clean the window. Would you do that here?
I can clean
here.
a little corner so that we can look in.
Yeah, please.
What does it look like when Veritana does a prestidigitation specifically to clear a window?
Little spritz.
She's got that's a good question.
Is it
Let's
stream
think
or
here for a
spray?
second. She's got a little focus item that she uses. Let's call her focus item a stone.
A bottle of Windex.
Yes.
Oh, Windex cleans
A stone,
everything.
okay.
What
What color is the stone?
Blue.
A blue
It's kind of
stone.
a cool blue stone. It's got some white streaks through it. It's just something that she
So it
found.
looks like a Windex bottle. Okay.
Nice.
So
You
she,
smell ammonia.
Yes.
Actually, it
Vinegar.
could have
The vinegar.
an odorific component.
It's
like the
possible
vinegars.
depending on what she's doing with it. It takes on different aspects
Yeah.
depending on how she uses it. So she holds her little focus item up against the wall or the window, does a little circular motion with it, like as though she's wiping, and you see the grime just kind of disappear slowly.
So you see inside the floor of this large room. I say large because it's the biggest one here so far. A8 is what we're looking at there. The floor is slick with river water, bits of seaweed, and fish blood, and the air is thick with accompanying scents. You can tell this through the window because
course.
this presumes you're in the room, so bear with me.
Totally.
Wooden catwalks to the north and south allow access between the western part of the fishery and the floor of the room, which is 10 feet lower. A wide opening in the floor to the south allows direct access to the sloppy, muddy water of the Gaedren River, a further 3 feet down, while to the northwest stands an immense 8-foot-tall wooden vat, its sides caked and waterproofed with tar. Inside is a foul-smelling mixture of chum, which you would presume is foul-smelling if you were in there, right? River water and who knows what else. To the east are stacked many barrels and crates, each with a fish painted on it. Over a dozen small hammocks hang from under the catwalks, each with its own ratty blanket and pillow. Inside here, there are 5 orphans toiling in the chamber, and you can see a half-orc who is like walking around to the children and hitting ones that seem to be falling behind, and what looks like you can hear him giggling as he hits the children to force them to work harder.
Are these openable windows?
With enough force, as in breakable.
They're not sliding. They're solid windows.
I would presume at the lake front they would just be solid, glass window with no opening mechanism.
And probably guck and crime caked it into place.
I've heard that wizards sometimes, like you seem to be a wizard of some sort. I've heard that
seem to be.
I've heard that they sometimes they can make people fall asleep. Do you think you do it to the big guy across the room there?
I got another way to put him to
actually
sleep.
can.
That big guy across the room, when he turns, you see he has an eye patch over one eye as well.
Of course he does. He works at the riverfront.
Of course.
Arr! I be an orc.
When you get the job, they give you the eye patch.
Yeah.
I can put him to sleep. How did you know that?
It's been done to me.
Ashley.
It's been done to me when I annoyed a wizard too much. Like I was asking him for a favor, and he just I fell asleep in the road.
Dude, can you help me out?
Perhaps you shouldn't do that so often.
I've heard that wizards are quick to anger.
Yeah.
All the more reason. So this is an enchantment.
Okay.
It's one action, range 90 feet, duration for 1 minute.
Okay.
So once I put this orc to sleep, we have 1 minute to do what we need to do.
Well, perhaps
That's
we
about
should...
55 seconds more than I'll need.
You guys are at the boat.
rearrange, yeah.
If I remember right, you guys are at the boat, looking in the windows into A8, that room.
Yes.
So you don't have a door there to go in once you put him to sleep. Are you going to do it from here, or are you going to go find a door first?
I'm gonna say just kind of crash through the door or window.
Maybe one person at a time would have to climb through. It's not like a huge window or anything.
Fair enough.
So it would probably take an action to get through that window once somebody breaks it. So we would have to have that sequence of events happen, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But it definitely isn't as easy as going through a door.
Yeah.
Okay, so according to this spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Mm-hmm. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with a creature that has the lowest hit points, each affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. I can't read it.
So, based on what Veritana knows about her spell, she's pretty sure that if she casts it in there, she would probably put the orphans to sleep and not the half-orc.
What if you just target it on that guy, though?
But it says within 20 feet. So it's still going to hit everything within 20 feet.
Excuse me.
And everything in there is within 20 feet. So nothing is far enough away to hit just one creature.
So she knows she's not powerful enough to...
Well, she doesn't have the thing that would let you not choose things, right?
Correct.
Sculpt spell, yeah.
Correct.
All right.
So everything in there would fall asleep.
I mean, if
not
the kids fall
necessarily
asleep, that
everything.
might not be a bad thing either.
It might not.
And they probably
Yeah,
don't.
we might not want them to see us shooting the half-orc in the head, which is probably what's going to happen here.
So that said, do you still want me to try to put these...
I think so. if nothing else, at least there's less people to raise the alarm.
Could be, yeah. So how do you want to do it?
All right.
I'm ready for it. Did you prepare sleep?
I did.
All right.
It's one of the 2 spells that I prepared this
So
morning.
you will use a spell slot and tell me... Well, actually, you need to roll... What was it?
5d8.
Yeah.
5d8s.
So here's hoping you roll 40 hit points worth.
Yeah. I have one that you could use if you need more than what you got.
I have the board
But
here.
I can add to yours.
If you like that one, if you want.
I don't like that one.
And I'm back to the D&D starter set dice, by the way. That's the set I'm using.
Oh,
for the
nice.
dice. Yeah.
I think I am too.
I keep them separate. Yeah, the blue ones. Yeah.
Damn it.
Damn it, dice.
I'm just going to dump my sack out on the table here. You guys don't
Nice.
mind, right?
No, not really.
Oh, no, we're used to that.
You're used to sacks.
Being
Getting
dumped on the
empty.
table, yes. We used to
there it
spiders
is.
dangling off of them as well.
Ooh.
Ooh, she says. Woo.
I see 22.
27.
27?
15.
27.
No, wait, yeah. 15, 5, 27. Yep.
Okay. Well, that thought of putting all of the children to sleep is what happens because out of the 5 orphans together, their total is 25 hit points. So the 5 children do go to sleep. And they just kind of, while they're standing there working, trying to, load the chum from one thing to another, they just kind of all just drop over to the ground unconscious.
Okay.
And the orc inside he gets into a little giggling fit, like something funny happened in front of him, and he just kind of standing there laughing, and it looks like he's getting ready to start hitting one of the children.
So I will try to break the glass in such a way because I'm since I am a thief, I have to imagine I know I can see glass weak points or something. I want to try to shatter as much of the glass as possible.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that stealthily if I can.
I'd be ready with my short bow.
I'd say the only way that stealth would matter is if you failed breaking it,
That's fair.
because once you've broken the glass, there's no stealth
So
involved
basically, what I'm
anymore.
doing is
I'm going to be ready with my bow.
I'm
Okay.
taking my dagger and then smacking it into and trying to get a stress fracture.
And Greg's ready with his bow
Yep.
Take a shot at the guy.
right after the break.
In his other eye, that's not bad.
The other eye.
All right.
Tana's catching her breath after that.
So stealth
Yeah.
is
It's a hefty sleep
14
spell.
to break the glass. Well, actually, I suppose you need a strength check too.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a certain DC to break the glass. Yes, and that is what you need to do to
Maybe
break
we should
it.
have this guy break the glass.
Yeah.
17 to break the glass.
Pretty solid.
The window shatters inwards with plenty of force to allow one person through at a time.
All right.
Can I take the shot?
And let's roll initiative.
of course.
Well, yes, but I'll give you advantage on initiative. How about that? That way you might have a better chance of going first.
16.
I have a 16 as well, so put me right after. Well, actually, Kurt, what is your dexterity bonus?
+1.
Mine is also +1, so you go first.
I have a 16 as well.
All the 16s.
All the 16s.
But he's got
Plus these.
+2 on dex.
Yeah. So it'll be...
Is that with your
15.
advantage? With advantage?
Yeah.
So you'll be 16A, B, and C.
Okay. So you'll get a shot off.
Yeah.
This could be easy.
Good.
But this would make
be.
sense, right? Like he tries to break the glass, you're ready right there. As soon as it
Yeah.
breaks,
Yep.
you let go.
That's why I thought advantage on initiative might be helpful
yeah,
there.
that makes sense.
Take
Good
advantage
ruling, Joe. Good
Maybe I
ruling.
should take advantage of the shot because I was aiming at him already.
Well, that might happen.
There.
Let's. I want to see who's going when first.
So
if you are the first person, then I'm going to say
The initiative
yes.
order is Greg, Crispin, Orc, then
Greg, Crispin,
Veritana,
Orc.
and then myself.
A crispy orc.
A crispy orc.
Well,
crispy
crispy
orc.
orc.
We could try for a crispy orc.
Of doom. Now, waking somebody from sleep, like a noise of window shattering, would that wake them up?
It's pain.
According to my research,
Yeah.
the creature until they either take damage or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake,
Okay. So they're okay until the orc might hit them.
or until it
Yeah.
it lasts
he likes hitting
a full
children.
a full minute.
A minute. Okay. Yeah, a minute is forever in combat rounds. It's 10 rounds.
Yeah.
right.
And nothing lasts that long unless you're playing 4th edition.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arrows flying.
And yes, you will have advantage on this because you were ready and aiming.
Very nice.
And he took a moment and broke the window successfully. And yeah, you're up first. Let that arrow fly.
Here we
What
go.
is the color of the fletching on the arrows that you use?
This one will be a bright pink one.
Oh, they're different colors.
Yes.
A bright pink arrow flying through the window into the half-orc.
Nat
it
20.
works.
All right, I don't even need to roll this one, I guess. It still would have been high. Yeah, nat 20, though.
All right, so that'll hit.
Right in
and
his eye.
That'll be a crit. That'll be a crit. So a critical hit in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition is you roll your damage twice, but you add your strength modifier only once.
Is it strength for...
It's ability.
I'm
It's
sorry,
ability
Bo. You add your
modifier,
ability modifier. Yes,
I missed 4E. It was just
8
max
points.
damage.
I did like that. I like that part.
8 points.
8. Okay.
Yeah. Screwed up on my damage roll.
So it adds to the scars on the side of his head, but you narrowly miss his eye. Yeah. Since you didn't really do all that much damage to him overall.
Maybe I got it right in the patch
'Cause-
instead.
Yeah, right, there you go. Stuck right in the patch.
He's like, not
It's
again.
definitely
Right.
not enough to say that you put an arrow in his eye.
Yeah.
That could have, if it was the final blow, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
But otherwise, he's
All right,
he's still
Crispin.
alive.
Damn it.
So
And when
Cannonball special. You ready?
now that the glass is broken and the arrow flies and hits him, you hear him.
Fastball special.
He's like just chortling and snickering the whole time. Even when the arrow hits him, he's like.
So he's either demented.
This guy's got some issues.
yeah. So I have to get through the window.
Well,
Presumably.
you watched him beating children and giggling the whole time. So yeah, he's kind of messed up, and he's
I'm gonna
half orc.
Get through the window, but it should be easy given my size.
It is your move action to get through the window.
That's what I was gonna say,
So unless
so-
you have something ranged, you can't do anything once you're on the other
Can you
side.
throw your, one of your axes?
Well, that's was going to be
Yeah.
my next question. I could throw a hand axe. I don't know if I could throw a battle axe.
I would be at disadvantage.
And if I
maybe?
did, then I wouldn't have my battle axe.
You
So
throw your hand axe.
but I don't have a hand axe.
He doesn't. He has a battle
I
axe.
just have a battle axe. So I think I'm just going to.
You can get in and be ready.
Move-
Well,
yeah,
you could
get
get in and move again and be right next to him. You just couldn't attack him.
Yeah. That's not
Right,
bad.
of course, then he'll smack me in the head.
Possibly. But isn't
Not
that what you're there for?
That kind of is what I'm there for. I just want to fight.
Can I use? I can use bonus action,
Can't
right?
you
To give him
rage
the
or
bardic
something,
inspiration,
too?
right?
Would you be
so that
upset
works.
that he was beating children?
Yeah, I could rage, but I don't know that that gets me to move any faster.
No.
does it?
I mean, for when he hits you, you'd have resistance against the damage.
Oh.
Because raging does that for you.
That is correct. I'd have
Excellent.
resistance against. That's true. So, and
I mean, he's level 1. He's not going to hit you with a magic
yeah,
weapon.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense, and that would increase my damage. So, and I would be mad, especially when I hit the floor flying through the window.
Yeah.
with
So
all the glass on.
you could move twice and end up at him. So you could take your move action, and then your regular action, you could move again and make it to him.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
All right.
Double move. while
Actually,
raging.
the only thing I'll say is you are... well, I don't know. Let me make sure on this room. Several of these rooms, as I have described, are very slippery, and some of them say you need a reflex save, which, of course, isn't reflex here, but No, you don't. Not in this room. This is where they normally work, so they must keep it clean enough.
Okay. Clean enough.
So with a double move action, though, in most of the places here, you would probably slip.
Okay.
So this is just clean enough that you can do it. All right, who's up after Crispin then?
That would be the orc.
All right, Giggles.
So did you rage at the bonus section?
I did, yes.
Okay.
I marked it off.
So Giggles raises his flail.
I'm looking it up now to make sure I understand everything.
And swings it around and tries to hit Crispin with his flail. That would be a blah, 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 14. No, 13. 13 to hit.
My AC is 13.
All right, 13 will hit.
But I have resistance. Well, I have the resistance, so I can't remember how resistance works.
Half the damage.
So whatever he tells you, half it.
So I will do 3 plus 3 damage is 6, so you'll take 3.
So I take 3?
3 damage.
Good deal.
Okay. So the flail, the ball on the flail glances off your shoulder, and when you rock to the side a little, this is like a 6-foot-something half-orc. When you rock to the side a little, he's like...
He probably thinks you're a child, so he's not really...
Yeah, that could be.
Time.
All right,
and who's up next?
Veritana.
I do not appreciate that at all. He just hit children. He avoided my spell, which I don't really appreciate.
I don't really appreciate that.
I don't appreciate that. I don't know. I'm feeling
just
a
as a
fireball.
side note, Mickie, I'll tell you, if it started with the creature with the highest hit points, you would have gotten him and none of the children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It worked out.
yeah.
And you rolled better than average. I mean, your max could have been 40, but you rolled a 27. That's not bad.
Yeah,
I'm really tempted to do Firebolt, but I won't.
Because there were 6 things in this room, you literally could not have put all of them to sleep.
I do not have
you're not
resistance to
powerful
fire.
enough at first level to put 6 things to sleep.
Firebolt sounds pretty good.
I'm a Firebolt this guy.
Yeah.
Did you
Firebolt
mix
or-
firebolt and fireball? I think you said firebolt.
Firebolt.
I like
Happy?
firebolt.
Firebolt. I hurl a mote of fire at the creature or object within range, making a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. Anything flammable will ignite if it isn't being worn or carried.
I like that idea, the way they word the spell, because that means you're not going to set him on fire. But if you cast that at a desk, you would catch the desk on fire.
Correct.
Absolutely.
I like the idea that you don't need prestidigitation to start a campfire anymore. You actually have a spell that does it.
Firebolt. I have to roll to hit,
You have to
don't
roll
I?
a hit now.
Yeah, you have your attack, which you should have your spell modifier.
Wait, no. I don't get an advantage because of you.
no.
Oh, wait, no.
That's not going to do it.
What did you get?
A 3,
A 3?
Well, 3
Well,
plus your...
3 plus everything else.
Yeah.
which
All right,
isn't
so
enough to
a
hit.
3 will miss, but with the plus, you have a...
Everything else will miss.
It's still a hit.
Thank you,
It's still a
Chris.
miss.
That's
You
what I
add
was-
intelligence plus 5.
Oh, wait.
No, sorry.
Maybe.
But wait, no.
Oh, wait, there's no more.
It's 6.
It would be 3 plus your proficiency, which is 2, plus your int.
Yeah, that's
8.
Oh, no.
But
Sounded
it's still
pretty
good to
good.
know that.
Right.
It is good.
So why
because
doesn't
that's a number you're going to add every time you
It's
cast
your
a
roll
spell.
plus intelligence is your spellcast modifier.
Plus my
Plus your
proficiency.
proficiency, which is plus 2.
Why isn't proficiency
It's not
written
on
out
here because it's built in. I wrote it in up here. Proficiency
Yeah.
equals plus 2. When you play the wizard going forward, you'll want to get really familiar with what your spell, the spell save against you is, and what your spell cast.
Remember when we did our whiteboard and we had to hit and the spell to hit and the save numbers? We should do that again.
Let's do that
Yeah,
next
we
time.
totally should.
And that way each person will know what your total hit points are, what your attack numbers are, and what your defense is, so to speak.
Sounds good.
Cool. So you missed.
I did.
Who's up next?
All right,
Was that a spell
is
slot or a cantrip?
that's
Cantrip.
cantrip. I am next in the initiative, and I will enter, and I'm actually going to go up the stairwell.
All right, so let me make
And-
sure I've got my map here. Which side? Well, yeah, you have to go up to the one that's right on the
Just me-
left-hand side. You went in the door and turned left?
His me-
Or
yeah,
went in the
yeah,
window
left.
and
Right
turned
into that
left.
window, that
All right.
third window from the prow of
Yeah,
the ship.
So you're in the far east side of the room.
And I'm going up the stairwell, and I'm making sure that
That's a
I'm
catwalk.
there. Since I can't get to him anyways, I'm going to make sure I'm there in case someone comes through that door. At the top of the stairs.
Okay.
The first door, yeah.
So one move action to get in,
Yeah,
and
two
how
doors
far
to
is your
cover.
move after that? Does it get you right up to the door?
It should.
It should be
5.
close.
Your speed's 30.
1,
Is this 5?
5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30. I can get about halfway up the stairs.
Okay. then that's fine. I'm just trying to get an idea in my head of where people are going to be as we continue. Who's up next?
Back to the top. So
Back to the top of the order.
Greg.
Greg Garoos.
Picking out another arrow. This one will be a peacock feather on it.
Peacock feather. Wow.
That's expensive.
Ah.
Let's see.
Although everyone's going to look at it as it goes through. It should provide a distraction.
I'm assuming I have
he never eats. He spends all his money on arrows.
A fancy fuck.
He's hungry as all get out. But look at those arrows.
It's not how you feel.
15?
It's how you look, and you look marvelous.
You look marvelous.
1-5.
That will miss. The arrow flies wide and thuds into one of the far walls on the.
Should know better using the
if
peacock
that's east
feather in here.
west,
Remember to
south,
pick it up
on
again.
the south side.
Yeah.
No, that's not south. That's west. On the west side.
West
of the
side.
It's going to smell like
Crispin.
fish.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to stink the place.
So now I should be right next to him. He hit me with his flail, which pissed me off even more. So
No, never mind.
You are
I'm
adjacent.
not going to waste it.
can I two-hand my battle axe?
The
Right next to him?
stats on there are two-handed. The D10 is when you wield it with both hands.
So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to swing right above his knees, partly because I'm short, but partly
So
because
you're
I also
going to
wanna
reach
knock
up
him down.
and swing at
Exactly.
his knees.
Exactly. So I want to actually try to hit him and wound him, but also knock him down.
Go for it.
You want to hamstring them.
And in rage, I get +2 to damage, but I
Okay.
don't yet get any
Bonus to
+2 hit. 9 plus 4 would be 13 to hit, which is going to miss based on what
So
you just said.
he laughs, and he moves out of your way. You can't hit me. And then he looks like he's going to kick one of the kids. Is he up next?
Yes.
He is.
All right. He's going to kick one of the kids and say, "Get up and help!" And the kid starts to wake up. Who's next?
I am.
He's not threatened by you yet. There was that arrow that hurt, but nothing else has happened.
I'm going to acid splash him.
Okay.
So he must do a dex saving throw.
Now, see, my hearing, I thought you were saying you were going to ask to splash him, but I realized you're going to acid splash him. Can I splash you?
Well, there's plenty of water in here.
That too.
Can I please splash you?
Depending on acid splash.
Acid splash, go for it. So that's a
DC
Dex
13.
save.
Dex saving throw.
I have a 3.
You
that
fail.
Probably won't do it. And are you choosing to also hit Crispin?
No.
Or the
Damn
kid.
it. Yeah, there'll be a kid right there too.
What the hell? Everything I roll is a 3.
Hit him in the eye.
All right, so 3 damage.
3 damage.
All right. And
You like that, don't you, you dirty orc?
you suck. I'm half orc, jerk.
And that's
And aren't you
that's
supposed
not-
to be nice?
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that's not Veritana again.
But he just kicked the kid. I'm not
did.
going to be nice
He
to
did.
him.
Okay.
Yep. Who's up next?
That would be Ashley.
Ashley.
And I am going to toss a dagger from up on wherever I'm on the
Up on
stairs.
Plus, do you get advantage with ranged attacks?
I get advantage anytime an ally is next to.
You got one ally next to.
Very nice. See what up.
Never
I'm
mind.
definitely distracting him.
I am incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says I get a sneak attack when I have advantage, and I don't need advantage on attack roll if an enemy is of the target is within 5 feet of it. So I don't get advantage, but I do get sneak attack because Crispin is next to it.
There you go. I got you now. So you'll get your extra d6 if you hit.
I rolled a 1.
Are you going to put that die away now?
No.
Okay.
And by the way, next time I have a critical hit and critical fail deck that we are
nice.
going to use, which I just forgot. They're actually right here. I just
We've
forgot.
already had a few today.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, you could pull it out.
All right.
What's
That
up?
is
I had the
Greg
20.
back up in the top of the order.
All right. One more arrow. This one's got a turkey feather in it.
A turkey feather. So we went from pink to
That's a flamingo.
peacock.
Yeah, it's a flamingo.
Okay, so flamingo to peacock to turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Exotic birds.
This
Go on.
episode will be out after
This
Thanksgiving.
guy's getting
so-
stuffed. No,
he's not.
No, he's not.
What you got? I'm just curious what the miss
7.
is.
Kevin.
All right, Crispin.
Crispin's back up. He's going to swing again with his axe and hopefully do a little better than last time. Now, I don't have anything I can do to get advantage, really. I mean, I'm just
Not yet.
just swinging away, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
this
are
dice
just
is going into jail. Put it in the
Put
jail.
that in jail.
9.
And I just handed Mickie the critical hit deck for players. I have the critical fail deck for players here, and I also have the critical hit deck for GMs here. So we'll mess with those.
So this actually makes sense because, as I explained off air, Crispin usually fights with 2 battle axes. He dual wields, but he's only got 1 right now. So he's not used to this 2-handed fighting. Gods be darned! I don't know what I'm doing here. Just swings and misses.
Stupid axe. Who's up next?
That orc.
The orc.
All right, so Giggles, he shouts at the kid who is starting to wake up, and he says, "Attack them!" And let's see if it works. Hold on, because he actually has to do something. The kid grabs the pitchfork it dropped and just stands there, kind of quivering as Giggles takes a swing at Crispin again. 15.
Will hit.
15 will hit, and that damage is 2 plus 3 is 5, so half. 2 damage. I round down.
Round down?
For players.
Always
2
round down.
2 damage.
So you rounded down. So,
Yeah.
but normally I round up on a half or down on a half.
Always round down.
Down. Okay. So I'm at
Unless
9.
it's in your favor. Well, I mean, if you're attacking and you have a half of an attack, I would round it up. That's my house rule.
That is your house rule.
Rounding always favors players, whatever the case may be. Yes.
All right.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
So
That
he woke the
is-
kid up, but he clearly did not intimidate the kid into fighting for him. Although the kids are clearly afraid of him, this orphan did not immediately jump to his aid.
Firebolt.
He's feeling a little groggy.
That was loud.
It was loud. It was very. It was enthusiastic.
Firebolt.
Jesus.
The other thing that I would want to mention to you guys, remember we're playing a pre-published adventure, so there's lots of pieces already written in here. For example, say you were to befriend the children,
Yeah.
it might award you some experience or even some help at some point. I mean, as an example, that kind of thing could be in this adventure. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I was already going there. I was going to be.
I just want to make sure, because I am using him to spur the kids to try and help him, but that's because they're slaves for the bad guys. But they're also orphans who have been abused, as Ashley knows.
Yep.
Ashley was probably in an employ in a different job at some point.
All right. So.
I rolled a 10.
10 to hit will miss.
Right.
We're missing a lot.
So.
This must be because we are level 1 fighters.
Could be.
Ashley is going to go.
You still got a better than 50-50 shot. It's just you guys are really rolling poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley's going to yell out to the kid, "I used to work for Lamb too. Trust me, you don't have to listen to him anymore."
Okay. And that is, I think it's on the other page. But you're going to roll a, I'm going to tell you the right thing here. Hold on a second.
Persuasion.
Dag nabbit, where is it? I know it's here.
Is it, what's his name, Gaedren or Gaedren? I can't remember.
Gaedren Lamm.
Gaedren.
Gaedren.
So Lamb's his last name, right?
Yeah. L-A-M-M.
Yeah, Gaedren. Right.
And they are lambs.
You don't need to be his lamb anymore.
How about I do it this way? I used to
Well, you
work
can
for
use
Lamb
either
too.
diplomacy or persuasion. You can use, you can attempt to use intimidation, but diplomacy or persuasion. And I wish I could just find the right number here. I know I have it. Yeah.
All right, that is a 18.
An 18. Although the kid doesn't look like he's ready to fight for you, he looks like he's not going to stab you at any time soon.
Good.
So yeah, you have stopped him from acting on behalf of Giggles at this point. All right, who's up next?
Back to the top. So
That was your
Greg.
action. Okay.
Greg, are you marking off arrows, by the way?
Yeah, I got 4. How many? What's the normal?
20 can go in a quiver.
All right.
Okay. And what I normally do is you get a 50-50 shot of getting him back after the combat's
In
done.
character.
Gotcha. That works out.
So we will see.
All right, I'm pulling out another flamingo arrow.
Nice.
Seemed
so
to
back to
serve
the
me
pink
well.
one. Yeah, the pink one worked good.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
With his eye out.
Seriously?
13, which isn't going to work. Yeah.
A
I would have missed it, even if it would have been a 15.
A 13 total will miss.
Anyway. Yeah, the 15 would have missed
All
it.
right,
So
Crispin.
Crispin,
Damn it.
Another swing. New dice.
you're
New die.
gonna ask him another question.
I'm going to ask him another question with
There
a
you
new
go.
die. Here we go. 20!
Nice.
On the
Natural
dice.
20?
Get out the cards.
24.
All right, so that's the cards. That's critical hits for players. You can pick a card from there or take the one from the top, whatever you want to do. Now, it has the different things, so you're using slashing, so read me what the slashing does.
Brow slash, double damage, and the target is blinded until the end of its next
Nice, so
turn.
a guy with one eye.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
So we are...
and I get rage damage +2.
I'm just going to throw out here what we are using. None of this is sponsored, of course, because I pay for all this stuff. But a year ago, when I was doing the Dungeon Crate, one of the things that showed up in them was from Nord Games. This is from the Game Master's Toolbox, and we're using the Critical Hit deck for players. So that card came out of there.
And for me to actually have gotten him in the face, I'd have to be swinging the axe behind my head and
there you go.
And jumping at the same time. But that's exactly
However,
what happened.
he could have been leaning down as well to chastise this kid.
Right. Yep.
So you got all kinds of circumstances working in your behavior.
All right,
and you're going to double your damage.
So I double it. Does it include the rage damage modifier doubled, or just because I get +2 when
because it's a critical? Let's go all out.
All out.
So roll your damage, and then we'll
2d10.
2d10. I got to find my d10. There we go.
The only thing we won't do is add your strength modifier twice.
Okay.
Because critical doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we will.
Although is the strength baked in there?
Strength is the +2.
It's the +2. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever plus on damage.
6
So I rolled
and
6
plus
Roll again.
plus the 2 for raging.
Roll it again.
Roll
it again?
D10 again.
All right. So
So there's
7,
13
13,
plus
15.
2.
plus 2 for strength is 15. Plus 4 for raging is 19.
Correct.
Double that.
Now he's going to stop giggling.
Haha.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, you cut across his brow, deep enough for some of his orc brain matter to come out.
Who's laughing now?
Excellent.
Giggles.
Oh, I'm sure he's still laughing.
he's like,
He has a rictus grin.
So he's still
Yeah.
breathing, but he's spewing brains.
exactly. His brains come out. Now he falls to the ground,
Here's a 10.
and he is out. And the one child who is awake just kind of sits there quivering, looking at you guys.
So I'm going to jump down there, and I'm going to take off my leather jerkin and show the kid my back. And I was like, I bet you have these same scars, don't you?
Yes, mister. Yes.
Aw.
All right, how about this? I'm going to get you some a nice bowl of soup. You want to go wake up your other buddies and get out of here? And here, take this note. It has an address on it. I want you to go there, okay?
Okay, mister. That would be great.
Get out of here.
Do we have to go out the window?
No, you got the door.
But if we go out the door, the others will see us.
There's a side door
there's
down
orders.
The
Wait,
door,
there's
the
others?
door.
What
Hold
others?
on. I must look at my map, mister. That door's locked. We can't. We're not allowed through that door.
Let me go
Wait,
see if
And I
can-
heard someone try to pick it poorly earlier.
Yeah. Well, Crispin,
I wanna see
why
how
don't
many
you
arrows I
can,
can get
He's not the
tackle that door
nicest
open.
kid ever.
He's
Where,
honest.
where are the
Which door
others?
are we looking at?
The
This one?
side door to
But
the north.
A2 has people in it too,
So
right?
No.
here's
Nope.
the deal: the kids can get out through the window, and they can go
Yeah,
out. Right.
right.
So it's fine to let them do
So
that. If you
we'll-
want to pick the door,
We'll
lock,
boost them
then
up.
You can. Yeah.
We'll boost them up out of the window.
But who are the others that are here?
So
Kids in the eighth.
there are other kids.
7.
The kids. So there are other kids. There's also the bad man, Mr. Lamb, and his alligator,
Where's he at?
and the other one who looks like a kid, Hookshanks. He's really mean. Mister, you're really small too.
Do you know I'm really small, but I'm really strong? If you do your push-ups, you could be strong like me someday.
Okay.
Every morning when you wake up.
If you
One
do
set to
push-ups,
failure.
do you get tattoos? Is that how that happens?
If you're very, very lucky.
I want to get lucky.
Where's
Wait till you're 18, kid.
There's a gold piece kid get a college.
where's Hookshanks and Gaedren?
He points up to the 2 doors that lead to. I'm sorry. The door that leads to A7. So the one that was slightly ajar, where you saw kids in there. He points up there and says that Hookshanks is up there with other kids.
Okay.
Okay.
He's really small. He looks like the kids.
I want to see how many arrows I can get back.
Is he a person?
So how many did you lose?
5.
5.
Well,
So-
one's probably stuck in the dude.
Yeah, that's a good point. You just pick odd or even, roll for each one. If you get it, you get the arrow back. And I'll Scout's honor on that one. You go ahead and roll and
So it
figure
doesn't
out
matter
what you
what
get
die I
back.
want to use.
Yeah, just pick odd or even. That way you can use any die you want. You got a 50-50 shot. In the meantime, so yeah, the kid tells you that.
7-sided dice because that
doesn't
work very well.
Kind of use the I'll just pick. Use the one side and just pick odd.
I actually do have a D3 somewhere, and you could pick odd. That would be cheating, but
is Hookshanks? Is he a person?
He's a little guy.
All right,
but he's not like.
No, he's what do you call them? Gnomes?
And
a gnome.
I got 3 back.
Yeah,
Sweet.
He's one of those. He's really neat.
So I got 2.
He has like a curved sword thing. He cut me right here. Ooh. And he points at his shoulder.
Joe's having a lot of fun playing the little kid.
Why not?
So yeah, I get in the note. And tell him that she's a fortune teller. She's really nice. Okay.
Okay.
And
they all make their way out. Talara.
Zalara.
It was a Z. That's where I was messed up.
Zalara.
She has some day-old bread and some fine wine.
All right. So in this room, well, first off, let's do the experience numbers right off the bat. 400 for Giggles being defeated.
Loot the body.
There are 5. Yes, after we do the experience. 5 children. You saved, or you survived. All 5 survived the fight. You get 135 experience for each orphan that survives the fight. There were 5 of them. So 5 times 135. Awesome. That's why I was saying I was pretty sure you'd be able to level up anyway. And it is important because there are several little encounters along the way, but the next thing that really matters, you want to be level 3 or 4 before you get to it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little things that build the story.
300 or 400 to level up?
It's 300 is the first threshold.
So we're at 393 after saving the children each.
Now, Giggles carries on him chainmail, a composite longbow, 20 arrows, a flail, and 72 gold pieces. So if you want, out of all of that, you might care about just you get what arrows you want and 72 gold. And he also has 3 potions of, here it's Cure Light Wounds, but I think it's just Cure Wounds or Cure, so I don't remember what it is in 5th edition. But 3 of the lowest Cure potions. Right. But he has 3.
Cure
so,
Wounds.
Yay!
Yes, to Tana's point, maybe shopping will augment that cash, but at least there's something there.
So we now have 3 minor healing potions?
Yep. Whatever the low one is for Cure Wounds.
So there's no such thing as a composite bow in this.
Yeah, it'd just be a longbow.
Yeah, a longbow? Okay.
Yeah. It is a longbow. In Pathfinder, it's a composite longbow.
Are you proficient in martial weapons?
I mean, I already have a short bow.
He only uses a short bow. Well, the character that we made used a short bow, so I made this character using a short bow.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's got to go with my violin.
Yeah,
it can't be too big.
It can't be some crazy composite bow with a little violin.
Yeah, I'll take the longbow and whatever ammunition you don't use.
Oh, no,
you got yours?
I'm not using the stinky. I have one of the turkey ones I couldn't get back. So I busted up.
Let's leave the chainmail and we can grab it at the end to sell.
It's got a gizzard on it.
And potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2.
And Kurt, you got the 72 gold pieces. All right.
And at the end, if we can, let's remember to grab the chainmail on our way out. But
you got the potions, Mickie? All right, so Mickey's accounting for the 3 potions.
I wouldn't touch that stuff. It stinks.
And it's 1d4?
2d4 plus 2.
Now, at this point, I think only Crispin is down health. What happens when rage wears off? We'll cover that before we finish this hour.
Yes.
Because that's about to happen.
Yes.
Well, you can take a potion.
Yes. If you all chat, I will review what happens when rage wears
off. So we just went through our first bigger combat, I guess you will, because the spiders really weren't going to damage anybody. But we do have a half-orc who is a part of this story who was beating the children. You guys saved these children. Not only did they survive the fight, but you told them how to get out, which was nice. If you had... So here, JJ, the rolls that we did with Giggles rolling to get them to fight for him and then you rolling to get them to not, kind of offset each other. But if you guys had started by having the children try and rebel... they would have helped with push brooms and distracted him the whole time, and he would have had, dexterity saving throws just to be able to fight you guys because the kids would have been poking at him the whole time. But so you won the favor of these kids at least, which was nice. Allowed them to escape. Did you find it, Kurt?
I don't see any negative thing yet.
There's nothing negative.
When rage wore off, there's no...
That's old.
All right, so there's no exhaustion or anything. So rage wears off because it's a minute, right?
Well, you have to swing at a hostile creature or take damage in order to continue your rage.
And in this case, that stops at the end of this combat.
Right.
Are you going to take a healing potion?
Yeah, how far are you down?
I'm down from 14 to 9.
It might be worth it because it's
take a healing potion.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. 2 die 4 plus 2?
Yes.
4 d8?
3.
Why are you rolling a d8?
Well, that's 2 of them stuck together.
Yeah,
yeah.
4. And if I roll a 1, I just count it as a 2.
Yeah.
3 plus what?
2.
Plus 2.
So
So
five-
5
five hit
So that
points.
gets me back to 14.
Yep.
Plus 2
Perfect.
each.
Just
time.
enough.
No.
No.
2d4 plus 2.
But he.
Yeah.
You got it?
It's not
Got it.
1d4 plus
Never
2 and 1d4 plus 2.
Never mind.
That's Magic Missile. Magic Missile does that.
Oh, here's
For
the-
each missile, right.
Just in my defense, I read the entire Barbarian section this morning because I'm now a well-prepared gamer guy. I'm just not smart gamer guy.
Oh, yeah.
If you choose Path of the Berserker, your first level Frenzy, you gain a level of exhaustion.
But Frenzy's different.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to wrap up this hour having defeated Giggles and saved 5 of Lambs, as they were. And we will continue in the old fishery as we pick up the next time. For now, we can all say...
Sayonara.
Sayonara. Ciao. Hasta luego.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.